Welcome, Gemini, to your new moon reading and your monthly forecast. So the first card I am going to draw for you is an affirmation card. Now, my beautiful Geminis, welcome to the Moon Magic Tarot channel. Welcome back to anyone who's already following my readings. I always work my monthly zodiac readings around the moon month rather than the calendar month. Look at this, my beautiful Geminis. I do not have to prove myself to anyone. How interesting. In Gemini, we have two faces here. How fascinating as a first card for your reading. Beautiful souls, I will be doing extended readings today for you. These will be on Patreon, and we will be doing a deep dive into money, career, finances and relationships for anyone that wants to inquire further about those areas of your world specifically. But Gemini, I'm actually seeing that card straight away. Let's see what we are shown for you right here and right now. Cougar, assertive. Look at this. I do not have to prove myself to anyone. Cougar, assertive. In silence, you find power. Claim your leadership role and take action. You know where to go and what to do. You have the courage and the confidence to succeed. Wow, Gemini, that is amazing energy coming across in your reading already. So let's draw some more tarot cards. This feels like a powerful month for you. But of course, Gemini, you know, you guys, happy birthday. And it's your new moon. So, you know, in a way, I'm not surprised you have the energy of new beginnings around you, or certainly opportunities. But what are we being shown for our beautiful Geminis? May we please have information. What is this new moon bringing for you? I am seeing this and this card. What is the new moon and the moon month bringing for our beautiful Geminis? Let's have a look and see. Well, so you have, first of all, you have the Ace here of water, the Ace of Cups. How interesting. Look at this. New beginnings, new opportunities. I sort of feel there's depth of emotion. But it feels as if it's, even though this is a water card, it feels as though there is kind of passion. It's back to that assertiveness here. I do not have to prove myself to anyone. Cougar, assertive energy. Then we have the Six of Air. How interesting. We're seeing this duality here. Either two people, or the duality of our own personalities, or maybe you are meeting somebody and you're experiencing a duality of feeling. Or there feels like a conflict, emotion and intellect. How interesting. And the same, look at the same imagery here with emotion and intellect. Look, it's the same face here. It's the same face. You need to stand up for something here, my beautiful Geminis. Emotion, intellect. Okay. Then you have the King of Earth. Okay. You have wisdom. Beautiful. And look at this now, body and mind as well. This is fascinating. I feel, my beautiful Geminis, that you need to take the lead in something here. It's like taking charge of something. And it's like taking quite a rational approach and quite a practical approach to this. With body and mind, emotion, intellect, but King of the Earth and wisdom. Yeah, there's a situation or a circumstance around you where maybe you're, let's say, pulled in different directions. I mean, Geminis, you have a wonderful gift of seeing things from more than one side, from more than one perspective. It's one of the beauties of your beautiful energy is, you know, you can really see things from all angles, but sometimes that can make it hard to make a clear decision. Sometimes you can be pulled in different directions, and it can make it quite hard to know which way to go, because most situations there's not a black and white answer. In most circumstances, there's probably more than one way of arriving at the end goal. The emphasis for you here is about stepping up and really taking charge of something. Getting clear, not being pulled in different directions. It's like weighing up, even if it feels quite emotionally strong, even if you're feeling quite fired up about it. Whatever this is, you're needing to take a balanced approach here, and be very practical and very grounded about what to do. I'm kind of seeing you needing to find a solution to a circumstance or a situation, my beautiful Geminis, and this will be unique to the circumstances of your own world. It's a general reading, but yes, I am seeing you being slightly pulled, slightly indecisive. Well, not indecisive, actually. It's not quite the right word. It's simply that there's pulled in more than one direction. Do you approach it this way or do you approach it that way? Let's draw some additional cards and runes for you. Quite a lot of runes coming through for you. So we have the rune initially of defense, Awaz. Now this is about boundaries. Very interesting. I remember somebody sharing an email they had received, and it said, boundaries, 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 never go out without them. So there's something about boundaries have been either crossed, or maybe you've even crossed your own boundaries. And there's a need to bring something back into line here, to find a solution and find your way through. Now, we have the rune of flow. So what I feel is, with Lagos, this is going to move forwards irrespective. It's one of those scenarios where it's, when it just feels like this is going to happen. So, what are we going to do with it? It's kind of like if you're on board a ship or a boat, let's say a boat rather than a ship. And the ship is, is being moved along by the current. And actually you have a choice. You can just sit there in the ship and it's moved along by the current, or you can step up and grab the tiller and the oars and you can take charge of it, or you can turn on the motor and grab the tiller and start to steer. The boat is going to go in the direction it's going in. That's what I'm really seeing here. It's heading in the direction it's heading in, and you can't actually stop that current. You could try paddling upstream, but I don't really think it's going to work. You'd end up just expending all your energy and going nowhere. But you can take charge of the tiller and make practical, clear, guided decisions about how you're going to approach this. It's kind of one of those mind, body, soul kind of moments, which taking a really balanced perspective and coming up with practical, pragmatic answers is absolutely a really helpful way forwards. Now you have the rune of strength, again, taking really practical, pragmatic steps to find the solution that's right. We have the rune of fertility as well, and Othilla, the rune of separation. How very, very interesting. Now, before I say any more about these runes, I'm actually just going to draw some more cards for you, just a couple. May we have more information, please, for our beautiful Geminis, for my lovely Geminis, please. May I have information for my lovely Geminis. I am seeing this and this. Yes, so we have Two of Swords, which is in this pack a card of peace. So this is a much higher vibrational energy for a Two of Swords than most packs that we get. And then we get the Queen of Discs. Yeah, this is suggesting, especially with the Ram here, you will find your way through this. Okay, you are going to find there will be a practical solution. There will be an answer to your situation. This is all about, this is a month, my beautiful Geminis, of you taking charge of something. Let me just move everything along so you can see all the cards. Now, I do feel that at this very starting point, this new moon energy, you may be really feeling very strongly about your current situation, something that's going on around you, but you're not quite sure yet how to move it forwards. Now, you're actually being given a lot of advice here. You do need to step up and take charge rather than kind of sit back in your cave. That's interesting. We call that a Freudian slip in my world. Now, I'm going to talk to you about a very specific date in just a moment, and we'll draw another card for that date. It's connected to a particular day within the moon month, but I'll tell you about it in just a second. Connects to this Freudian slip as well. I do actually think you may be feeling slightly caged in by something actually as well. Not quite sure how to have a voice, quite how to speak about something. It's definitely a month when you are being called to step out of the cave, to find a practical, pragmatic pathway forwards from a balanced perspective. This is not a black and white period of time. There's going to be more than one potential solution. There's a peaceful solution. The conflict can be resolved. I do feel there's a concern within you that this can't be fixed, and we're being shown that it can. And actually, not only can it be resolved, but you're going to come out of this, I almost want to say, with a feeling of relief. That's what's coming through, my lovely Geminis. Like a new beginning, a new opportunity, almost as if you can put something behind you, something that you have been struggling to voice or struggling to say, struggling to really step up and take charge of, almost as if you have been sitting in that boat. It's been drifting and drifting, and you've not really been quite sure how to take charge of the direction of that boat. And this is the month when you actually get to, because of course this is a time of new beginnings for you, new opportunities. You're going to come through this moon month truly feeling as though you can look back and sort of know that, do you know what, that period of time, that period of difficulty, whatever has been causing you to not quite know how best to act, it's behind you now, really behind you. So there's a very big shift in the energy that's available for you. Now, this is where I wish to talk to you about this very specific date, and we'll draw another card as well. So on the between the 22nd of June and the 23rd, so just after the solstice. So if you're in the southern hemisphere, it's the winter solstice. If you're in the northern hemisphere, it's the summer solstice. Now, the solstice energy is interesting anyway, because it really is as if the earth pauses for breath, as if the energy slows down and we enter this 4-day window of a turning point of something. So a turning point often in our fortune, in our maybe an attitude or anything, but there's a shift. We're moving to a new cycle of fertility and potential. Between the 22nd and the 23rd, the moon enters a 17.5-hour void of course period. Now, the void of course period is when the moon is in between two zodiac signs. So as she travels around, she moves from one sign to another. And when she's in each of the signs, her energy, all of that magnetic energy, the emotional energy, is channeled through the personality of that sign. But when she's in between, honestly, we can feel a bit unanchored, or we can feel very liberated, depending on our circumstances. I feel for you that could be a point of liberation. It could be a point when you find your peace, when something comes to an end. We have Othilla, the rune of separation. So something comes to an end. You grow out of something. You move beyond something. You shed a skin. It's like a snake shedding its skin. You're no longer held back by something that didn't fit you anymore. You're released from something. And I'm wondering if this will come around this time. this window between the 22nd and 23rd, because there's a lot of potential freedom, liberation. It could be the time when you really you're shown things as you navigate through the month, and you know, this isn't very far away, and then you just have this sort of pivotal moment of kind of alignment. You know what to do, you know what you need to do, and you're ready to move ahead. Let's draw a card for that day for our beautiful Geminis. Grace. This is very interesting. Now, the card of grace is lovely. When we sit in relationship with grace, we see every situation through the eyes of love, fostering our desire to meet life with understanding, compassion and kindness. This card asks that you view your situation with grace. Will understanding bring compassion? How would love view your possible choices? What would kindness suggest that you do? I think there will be this point when you are able to kind of, I want to say, put down anchor. Put down anchor, and in silence you find your power. Then you can claim your leadership role and take action. You know where to go and what to do. You have the courage and confidence to succeed. This is the point, I think, around the excuse me, around the 22nd, 23rd. You've come through the summer or winter solstice energy. That solstice energy is quite, it's a very big time, a very big shift, the solstices. It's as if you've come through that and you are in a position to put down anchor and almost use that energy of transformation to anchor yourself, and you'll know what to do at that point. So if, as you are watching this reading, you're sort of thinking, do you know, at the moment I'm really not quite sure how to proceed with something, you know, there's no need to carry any emotional challenge with this. This is a time when there is an answer, there is a practical, pragmatic solution, and this month is bringing it to you. You will find your peace, and something that has been a trial or a difficulty, my beautiful Geminis, will come to an end. Whatever that is for you, you'll see the way forwards and you'll see it with clarity. You will move forwards. I think it will involve letting go of something. It will involve releasing something, but also a stepping up and taking an ownership of every possible source of personal empowerment, you know, through wisdom, through integrity. Something is coming to an end, and I feel like it's going to be such a blessing for you, my beautiful Geminis. It will be very interesting to see how this connects to the extended readings, where we look in detail at money, career, finances, and also at relationships. But I do think this is very interesting, your reading, Gemini. If you haven't yet checked it out, I would suggest looking at the moon month forecast. I do put up, and it's now live, a video with the moon month forecast, where I literally go through the entire moon month, kind of moon phase by moon phase, and tell you about the peaks and the troughs in the energy, when to put down anchor, you know, when to breathe, when to plow ahead. And I think that might be quite helpful to you, because there's some very specific periods that are really conducive to this putting down of the anchor and kind of allowing yourself to really be shown what you need to see to be guided through situations. Gemini, I think this may be very, very relevant to you. So, my beautiful Geminis, we are being shown with great clarity that something will come to an end. I'm rather inclined just to draw a couple more cards for you, my beautiful souls, actually, just to ask for a little bit more information before we then wrap up your reading, and I'll move to the extendeds. May I just ask for a little bit more information for my Geminis, please? Success. Well, that's gorgeous. That is absolutely gorgeous. You're being shown that you will, the desired outcome will come to you. How beautiful. I thought we might be given more information about what it's about, but maybe that will come through in the extended readings. But we are being shown success. That is stunning. I almost feel like you're just being given this affirmation. Clearly, whatever this circumstance is, it is deeply personal and relevant to you in the unique context of your own world. But honestly, you don't have to feel bad about this. All you have to do, or debate, you know, the many different sides of the story. This is just a point where you need to step up, take charge, and find the right practical, pragmatic solution that will put an end to the dilemma. There is a solution, and it will come to you, my beautiful souls. It's going to bring new fertility, but it's also going to bring certain things to a natural conclusion as well. And you will be able to look back and just know that you are through it and you are out the other side. My beautiful, beautiful Geminis. Super souls, thank you so much for joining me for these readings, and I wish to say a huge thank you to all of you who give back through the super thanks, and to all of you. I know some of you follow my readings week in, week out, and I cannot tell you how much that means to me. Thank you for being a part of the Moon Magic community, and not just for your support of me, but your support of one another. You know, I read your comments and I see how much you guys share of your journey and your stories, and you know, and also how much you support one another. It just feels like this is becoming a super lovely community. So huge respect to you. It is absolutely wonderful to be connected with all of you, and a privilege to read for you. Beautiful souls, I'm going to move to the extended readings, and anyone who is interested in doing a bit more of a deep dive, if that works for you, I'll put the link into the description box and the pinned comments to come over to Patreon and check those out. Beautiful souls, I'm sending you all the love in the world, my lovely Geminis. Have an amazingly successful and productive month, with, you know, with the growth that is coming to you, because it's absolutely, the timing is right for this to get processed, concluded, and for you to be starting afresh. It almost feels like a blank canvas coming to you with this this sort of this Aries little Aries figure here as well. Beautiful souls, I'm sending you all the love in the world. Thank you for being here. Tons of love.